Welcome, everyone. Welcome, and thank you so much for being with me on this journey. I am really honored and I am grateful to have amazing speakers and coaches with me on this journey. And I am learning so much from them, and I am sure that you are also learning a lot. Our very first guest today is Tara Chatzakis. I hope that I am pronouncing it correctly.
You did indeed, yes.
Welcome, Tara. Thank you so much for being today with me.
Thank you for having me on your show, Diana. I'm so blessed and honored too.
Tara is a manifestation and business success coach, passionate about empowering women to manifest abundant business success by creating strength, power, and freedom from within. Tara helps her clients release limiting beliefs, old patterns, and habits that have been holding them back from attracting their success. This level of uncovering deeply rooted blocks allows them to experience intense, transformative breakthroughs, opening them up to a new energy of allowing and receiving. Tara uses meditation to help reprogram her clients' neural pathways, anchoring higher vibration energy in the body and upgrading the body on a cellular level, shifting the body's addiction from worry and fear to happiness, joy, and abundance. Tara is a certified law of attraction practitioner, a Robin's Manades coach, an experienced meditation guide, and the host of the Happy, Inspired, Motivated podcast, currently in the top 3% globally. Welcome, Tara, who will walk us through manifestation and business success. Thank you so much, Tara, once again for being with me.
Thank you. Wow, what an introduction. That's a lot to follow. What can I say? Yeah, so manifestation and business success, people think that business success is separate from manifestation. They think that business success is all about having the strategy and having the business knowledge and know-how. And that's really important in your business. But manifestation is a huge part of it as well. And a lot of people overlook what's going on, should I say, in their body, as well as how they're affecting their business energetically. So I found with my clients that they know what they're doing in their business, but they're still hitting blocks, and they don't seem to understand why. And that comes from the energy that's in their body, which is why we work on reprogramming the cells. And, like you just said when you introduced me then, about your body gets addicted to a certain feeling, which a lot of people don't actually realize. So, let's think of your cell as like a little lock, and when you release emotions in your body, it's like a little key that goes in and turns the lock in the cell, and it releases that feeling in the cell. So, if you're really happy, you can feel it all over your body. And again, if you're really sad, you can feel that as well, because your body posture changes and you feel really lethargic and you don't feel energetic. So when you allow yourself to feel a certain emotion on a regular basis, your cells start to become addicted to that feeling, and they crave it. You might think, oh, one day I'm feeling really high, but if your addiction is sadness and depression, your cells are going to want that feeling, and you're going to take actions to instigate that feeling again in your body, because you need it. It's like a fix. It's like a drug that your cells need. So it's a matter of changing those cells, the cell's addiction, to one of happiness, joy, and excitement, rather than being sad and worried and feared. And when we change the cells, we change the energy in the body. And when you give out a different energetic vibration, that's when you manifest joy and abundance and love and laughter and everything that's good in your business and in your life. So we work with clients to work on things that they've experienced in their past. Usually, I mean, it could be childhood, it could be teens, it could be, last year. It doesn't matter when these things happen, but it's somehow ingrained in your nervous system, in your body and in your mind, and it becomes a perpetuating cycle. And you have to break that cycle in order to allow yourself to take a different approach to your business or a different path. Some people have, we have limiting beliefs that we've had since since childhood, and everybody's had these limiting beliefs. You've got to work really hard for your money, or money doesn't grow on trees, and 9 till 5, you've got to work hard and earn that dollar and that kind of thing. And these become ingrained in you, and they pop up when you're least expecting it. It's crazy. You think, oh yeah, I've got it all sorted out. I know what I'm doing and I want my business to succeed. But then you've got this fear in your head that you don't even realize you've got. And, your limiting beliefs do dictate the actions that you take, whether you're aware of that or not. It's self-sabotaging behaviors, which a lot of people think that they don't actually go through. But I experience these as well, and I have to work through them. I'm constantly working with my coach to help me get through things as well. One of my limiting beliefs, for example, was if things are going great, something's going to jinx it. Something's going to go wrong, and it's all going to fall apart. It's all going to be taken away from me. And that stems back from years ago, and I didn't realize I was still holding on to that. But being aware of it and allowing your body to release the hold that this limiting belief, for example, has on you, gives you such new freedom. And, you have a different level of excitement, because that, oh my God, I'm free from something like that now. And the only way is up. So it's just amazing.
I love
As
that.
you said, meditation is something that I use quite a lot in my coaching as well, because it's a great way to calm the mind, calm the body. And, when you're closing your eyes, you're shutting off one of the senses as well, and anchoring that new belief or that new energy into your body through doing something that's very mindful is a great way to transform yourselves into something new and allow yourself to release a lot of the tension and the stress that's being held in your body.
Thank you so much, Tara. This is amazing. And I have so many questions now that we are talking about it.
Good.
Because I know that this is something that maybe we are all struggling with. And I know that I have been struggling a lot for many months and weeks. And my biggest blockage, to be fully transparent, was exactly what you mentioned, that I need to work hard in order to gain money, and that money doesn't grow on trees, and that maybe I don't deserve to earn so much, and all of this, and I could feel in my body that it was a blockage. So I was self-aware. I didn't know how to overcome it and what to do, but I was self-aware. And my question would be for those who maybe are not self-aware, that they are in a negative pattern that is destroying their success, or maybe even their happiness. How can we identify that pattern and that feeling, that emotion?
So one thing is, first of all, notice how often you're worrying or you're thinking about something, and consciously look out for it. So, if you get up in the morning and your first thoughts are of worry or fear or lack or something that's not a positive vibrational energy, you can be aware of that and notice how many times you do it throughout the day subconsciously. You could be washing the dishes and thinking about, oh, I've got the mortgage to pay. You could be washing the clothes, or, walking through the park, and things pop into your head like, oh, I've got that debt to pay off, or I've got this to do, I've got that to do. And it's a negative thought and emotion. And when that comes in and you're becoming aware of it, because sometimes you can go through 10 different worry states while you're making your coffee in the morning, and you've just become so used to it, you don't realize that you are. So making yourself aware of it. And when you do that, when you find yourself worrying about something, you have to switch it and consciously think about something that you really love or you like to do, or a good emotion, or maybe something about you that you like. It could be something like, my hair's freshly washed today and it looks so soft, and something like that. It doesn't have to be anything major, but just shifting your mind onto something that is good will raise the vibrational energy in your body. And that, as I said, that goes out into the universe and starts to attract good vibrations back. So consciously, you have to become aware in the beginning, definitely, and make a point of thinking, okay, now I'm thinking about something that's not good. Now I'm thinking about something that's worrying me. Right, what can I think about now, just for these few minutes, that's good? and do that repeatedly every time you notice a worry come into your mind. And it's just a matter of getting into the habit of switching that. It does become easier. It's difficult in the beginning because we're so used to worrying all the time. And if you think of the universe a bit like a waiter, so if you're sat there and you're making your coffee in the morning when you're, first thing, and you're thinking to yourself, oh my God, I've got that debt to pay off, or I've got bills to pay, and I don't like being in debt. Debt's not a good thing. And how am I going to pay that money? How am I going to do this? When you're thinking that, the universe is picking up on that vibrational energy, which is quite low. And it's kind of hearing the word debt, bills, and that's all it's hearing. It doesn't hear the fact that you don't like it. So it's thinking, do you know what? Diana loves this topic. She's thinking about it all the time. And if she's thinking about it all the time, she must really like it. Let's give her some more of that. Let's make her really happy and give her some more debt. Let's give her some more bills. Let's do something to really, do what she wants to do. So whatever you're focusing on consistently is what you're getting back in your life, because the universe is just like, well, you must really love that. Because if you're obsessed with something, if you're newly in love, for example, you can't stop thinking about your new partner, and that's a good thing. But it's the same with things that are not too good as well. If you're consistently focusing on them and thinking about them, you're going to get more of that back because, hey, you must really love it because you're obsessed with it.
That's very kind of amazing and awful at the same time, because we are not aware sometimes of how many negative thoughts we can have and how our life transforms and changes because of these thoughts.
Yeah.
And another thought that I used to have, and I know that people have, especially in the corporate world, is whenever we have many tasks to do, and we are getting this feeling of overwhelm, of being stressed, because we know that we need to accomplish a lot. And I have experienced this also in the business, and I heard it a lot from other business owners, that this thing that because the vision is too big, we know that we have to do many things, and kind of the vision scares us. The dreams are no longer dreams and something that excites us, but it becomes something that is maybe unachievable. How do you think that we can overcome that? Is it the same thing that we have to change our thoughts? Is there another method that we can apply?
That's more on the strategic side of business. So, you've got your dream, and that dream should excite you. If it stops exciting you, you need to change something in it. Because if you're not excited about what you're aiming for, then you're not going to push through on the days that are really difficult. So make sure that your dream is something that you're like, oh my God, yes, I really want to achieve that. And let it get excited in your body. Let your cells start dancing and being like, yes, oh my God, I can't wait for this to happen. And when you've got that, then you're breaking it down, obviously. I know it's overwhelming when you have this big dream, but there's nothing that you can't achieve, absolutely nothing. And it's taking baby steps, isn't it? So it's consistent action every single day. And you know what you have to achieve, and you know how you can break that down in your business. And sometimes it could be that you need to outsource part of your business to help you with that and give the things that you're not very good at to somebody else. Or it could be just that you need to break them down into simpler steps and making sure that you are showing up consistently. And every time that you're doing something that's overwhelming or highly stressful, you have to get into the energetic state of, this is what the outcome is. And, a gentleman that I follow quite regularly is called Mike Dooley. I don't know if you've heard of him. So he talks about the cursed house. And it's like, you know what you want, you know where you are right now. It's the bit in the middle that's confusing, that you don't know how you're going to get there. But that's, even though you're taking action, the how is not really your job. So let's say you're setting off and you're going on a walk and you want to get to the park, and you set off walking and you know the route that you're going to take. But it's once you started walking, you notice, oh my God, there's a shortcut there. I could take that shortcut and get there quicker. But you wouldn't know the shortcut was there until you'd started walking. So you've got your goal that you want, you know where you are, you're going to start taking action. And then the more excited you are about the outcome and the less worried you are about the bit in between, the more the opportunities will open up. People will come into your life that can help you, or there'll be different paths that will get you to that outcome quicker. So we spend too much time focusing on how we're going to do something. And that's what overwhelms us. When it's just a matter of, we know what we need to do, let's take action, and the best result will come along the way as we're going.
Absolutely. I love that. Thank you so much, Tara. And you mentioned the meditation. And I know that I am not a practitioner of meditation. I did it maybe 2 or 3 times in my life. And I know that every single time it helped me a lot. It helped me really open myself up and getting these images and these kind of visions that I was seeing on maybe moving forward, or what I should be doing, what decision to take. Would you say that this should be part of our practice, daily practice? And how do we do it? Because I know that many people have many thoughts when they go into meditation and they don't know how to stop them. How do we do this?
So meditation is not necessarily a matter of sitting there in silence for an hour. So you can be in a meditative state walking through nature. You can be in a meditative state when you're just doing a household chore. It's just a matter of being conscious of your surroundings. Focusing on your breath is a great one, because obviously your breath is present. You can't get a past or a future breath, only the breath that's in the now. And allowing yourself to, even if thoughts come into your head, because they do, we have monkey minds, we all do. Don't be getting upset that it's coming into your mind. Acknowledge that you've got a thought and think, okay, I'll deal with that later, and then get back to whatever you're thinking about. If it's a visualization, sometimes guided meditations are great. You know, I've got a meditation that I have for free on my website. I call it the letting shit go meditation. And it's a guided one, which sometimes is easier, especially when people are starting out, because the silence can sometimes be when your head talks the most. And that can be quite difficult for people. So being meditative is being aware of your surroundings, being relaxed, allowing yourself to acknowledge you've got thoughts, but letting them go and returning to what you're doing. And meditation can be 5 minutes. You know, it could be 5 minutes when you sit on the bus or in a traffic jam, something like that. Just not in allowing the external environment to dictate how you're feeling, and finding something beautiful to focus on instead. So yes, meditation is a daily practice, but it doesn't have to be sat down for a certain amount of time with your eyes closed and focusing on your breath or whatever else. There's lots of different ways to incorporate meditation. And we do something called anchoring, which is what I learned when I was studying with the Robbins-Madanis training. And it's, let's say your body's in a certain energetic vibration, so you're feeling a little bit sad. You've got to think of something that makes you happy, makes you smile. It could be a memory of walking on the beach. It could be a person that you really love, anything that makes you smile, and really focus on that. And that's a kind of meditative state as well. And when you're doing that, you need to find something like touching yourself somewhere that you wouldn't normally touch yourself, like, for example, squeezing your thumb like that, and doing that while you're thinking about this good thought. And then the next time that you're feeling low, doing the same thing again and thinking back to that thought and squeezing this certain point on your body. And doing that over time is what we call anchoring. So it gets to the point of where you're not feeling too great, and all you have to do is do that action, and your body's like, okay, right, now when she does that, it means I have to get happy and I have to feel energized, and your body does it automatically for you, and your mind kicks into it. So doing that is a great way of a form of meditation, and also allowing it to just come into your daily life when, you know, you're just about to go into a meeting or something and you're feeling really stressed. You just do your anchor point, and then you're like, okay, no, I know that I'm safe. I know that I'm supported and loved, and I'm happy, because it's not that I have to do this. It's like, I get to do this. This is amazing. I you know, this is my life. I get to have this meeting. I get to meet these people. I get to tell them my ideas. And being excited about something rather than dreading it gives you a different energy and a completely different outcome.
I love that. I love that. And I'm really getting excited. And I didn't mention this before, but today is my birthday. And
oh my goodness, happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
I would sing, but I'm not that good.
No, that's perfect. Don't worry. But this is really for me a blessing. And I believe it is the best gift I could receive. I truly believe in the vibration and in whatever is happening out there in the universe. And for a very long time, I didn't believe in it. I always thought that I need to figure it out. I need to have a strategy. I need to have the techniques. I need to have the knowledge to push forward. And I realized along the way that even if I have all of that, it doesn't always work the way I planned it.
No, because we separate ourselves, don't we? We think we are this entity and we're doing this on our own and we have to do, and we have to get all these things done. But we're part of a huge energetic vibration. You know, everybody is connected energetically, and we're connected with the plants and the trees and the sun and everything. And we're never alone. And we forget that. And once you tap into your vibrational energy and you feel it rise, it affects other people around you as well. You know, it's when you go into a room, the person with the highest vibrational energy, the happiest person, is always so magnetic, and you want to be around them and you want to raise yourself to their level. And when you're doing that consistently on a daily basis, oh my goodness, the world around you just shifts completely. People approach you differently. They talk to you differently. They want to be with you and they want to feel good. And that's what we need to put out more into the world. So even if you can only do this kind of stuff a few moments a day, gradually building that up, those few moments just make a huge impact on the whole world. And, you know, and it dumbs down fear and worry, and it raises peace and happiness. And that's the kind of energy we want to be living in. You know, who would you rather hang out with? Somebody who's really sad and low vibrational energy, or somebody's like really excited and happy and like, come on, let's go. And we get to have this amazing life every single day.
I love that. Thank you so much, Tara. And I believe that the world needs you, because really, I believe that when I look around and I see everyone sad, and even in meetings, it just breaks my heart. And especially in the corporate world, I believe that people need you. When
really you smile, if you're in a meeting and everyone's really sad, if you smile, first of all, they're probably thinking, hold on, what's wrong? Why are you smiling at me? But smiles are contagious, aren't they? When you smile at somebody in the street or you say good morning, they automatically go, oh, good morning. And it just shifts them. And that's the impact that we need in the business world, especially.
Thank you so much, Tara. And I would like to close our session today by asking you, who are you serving?
I serve women who work in business. And the reason I do that is because when I was starting out in business, I found a lot of the coaches that were out there were focusing more on the masculine energy, which is a lot of the do, and less on the feminine energy, which is more creative and nurturing. And I don't mean male and female, I mean the energies that we have in our body. So we need to have a good balance of masculine and feminine energy in the body. And I think women are also very open and intuitive, and that comes through in their business. It's not a weakness, that's a strength. And I want women to feel empowered to tap into that feminine side of themselves and balance that with the masculine energy that they have within them, so that they can open up and have a greater impact in the world and in their lives, of, you know, their lives and their families' lives. Because when a woman steps into her power and really thinks, yeah, I'm allowed to be feminine as well, especially in the corporate world, then that's when things start taking off on an even higher level. And that's manifestation and business success to the T.
I love that. Thank you so much, Tara, for being today with me. I am honored to have you here, and I am grateful. I learned so much from you, and I am looking forward to learning more in the future.
Thank you for having me. It's been such a pleasure, Diane. And happy birthday. I hope you have a fabulous day.
Thank you. Thank you so much.